I know very little about very little. Okay, I know a lot about a few things, but not much about everything else. So I rely on people like a mortgage broker that can help me get financing. Okay, like a title company that actually cares about me and will take care of me. And I used to have one that would close me on weekends if I need it. They'd loan me their rooms for seminars when I need it. They were part of they would come to our seminars and they help sponsor our seminars and our radio show. Um, you gotta find some handyman people type people that you can trust, and that's not easy. I mean, that's one of the hardest things I don't care if you're just buying to keep. You got to fix things up. You got to add a little value. Fresh coat of paint, new floors, and usually appliances. Okay. Um, but regardless, you got to have someone you can trust. And even ones you trust, a lot of times, well, you take your choice. You take somebody that's you can trust is so expensive you can't afford them, or you take somebody you can afford that you can't really trust all that much. You got to watch them, okay? All right. These shade tree contractors, all right? Um, but you got to have your team. You need a lawyer. Uh, you need a CPA. I went from paying tens of thousands of dollars writing checks. 60,000 in 2001. I wrote out a check. And this year, I didn't pay any federal taxes, zero, and never did again because of tax write-offs of rental property. And I got a new accountant. You got to have an accountant that knows what he's doing. Just like you can't go to a divorce attorney if you want real estate information. If you want to be successful, you need a real estate oriented CPA that knows what he's doing. If you make a mistake, you don't go to jail. If you get audited, you pay for the mistake and the penalty, and it's over, as long as it's honest. Okay? So we don't have to worry about honest mistakes. And if you're lucky, like I've been my whole life, you never audited. You know? So, uh, but you need all these different things. It's your mastermind group. You need an IT specialist like Randy if you're going to decide you want to go on YouTube and podcasts and stuff like that, because you can barely turn on a computer. All right, I do, but I'm not very fast. That's when I first started real estate back in the early '80s. I felt like I was ahead of my time, but today I'm so far behind my time because of technology. I mean, I've just got left behind on technology, and the only chance I have is to have people like Randy and Don and a few handful of other people to give me advice. And how Don knows, I don't know, because he's old enough he shouldn't know anything about technology.
Stay up late and study.